festival?
Yeah, when I was first invited to participate in the festival, I knew, of course, a lot about Sapporo because it was somehow in the imaginary of young people of my generation because of the Olympic Games, and but not much about Hokkaido in general and the really complex sort of geopolitical place it has, right? And so it immediately became clear to me that the story that I want to talk about is maybe connected more than to the rather abstract themes of urban space and nature, to sort of bring this forward to another place and to the work that we do in the circumpolar and Arctic regions. And since this region is actually maybe the most southern Arctic connected sort of cultural space with the Ainu and so on, we talked about doing something that is really meant to bring that awareness forward. And that's the Arctic Perspective Initiative project for the festival. And it's going to be a series of interventions in the urban space, also connected to the Streams project. So that's what we are planning to do. Yeah, I'm here just for a day now, but we are snowed in and as expected somehow for this time of the year. And it's an amazing city. It's definitely a big commercial hub. It's a grid, which is very unusual. I'm not used to grids in Japan at all, so that's new and different. And it has a feel sometimes of a city that it's not in Japan, in many ways. Maybe just because we are so much used to the cities in the south, right? Honshu, Kyushu, and so on, which are different. But on the other hand, it's also a city that has an enormous life underground, which is quite logical, and in that way it's very similar to a lot of cities in other Nordic countries, which have large underground sort of commercial complexes and structures and so on. Yesterday I even saw skiing in the middle of the city just by walking by. Those kids jumping, that was great. You don't see that everywhere. And I'm looking forward to sort of research more what the culture of Hokkaido is, the culture of the indigenous people, the Ainu, is, and how it's sort of placed in contemporary culture today in Japan. And here, of course, locally, because this is one of the interests of the Arctic Perspective Initiative, is to look at what can we learn from the indigenous people so that we can bring maybe this planet into a better future. So our opinion is that they hold a lot of keys into what nature really is and how it functions compared to sort of our modern civilization, where we have forgotten this link between nature, society, and so on, or it's very superficial in many ways. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to work with my colleagues on the project. Meeting the other artists, that's always the best part of our job, is to meet people that we never met before, people we have a lot in common with, and to really learn about this place and its sort of connections to the north. I think that there is a lot to explore. Yesterday we visited the university. There's a lot of interesting research being done connected to Hokkaido and the university. So there is clearly an awareness that this is a very specific place with unresolved issues with Russia, with the islands, So it's a very active place also on the political level, and that always makes a very good mix in a way, where things are not simple, because they never are. They're always complex, and that's the beauty, where we can bring maybe a new awareness to these issues and reflect them in a completely different light than they're usually done. So that's why I feel that by being, the festival's theme is wide, but I'm sure on purpose, so that as many different views, opinions can fit in. So definitely very happy that we will be able to do something.